see. Is that live? Oh, that's live. Okay, well, the wrong one went live, I guess. Whatever. Shit. So, if I go back here. All right. How much time do I have before a Colo starts? 10 minutes? That's probably enough time to. Probably enough time to get my set in order. Oh, hello. I am just waking up. It is morning time. Even though it's like in the afternoon. Because it's a Saturday and I'm a little bit sick, so I tried to get as much sleep as I could. All right, so I'll probably be running this, but this is an old fucking set. Gosh dang, this is an old set. How do I want to fix this? Let's see. What do I have? It's been so long since I actually did some Coliseum. That should be enough. Quit this guy. I have those. Okay. My ward. Okay. And I have that and this. Wait, I don't have the second main slot opener. That's annoying, but probably fine. I have this. Oh, I need. Let's put a bunch in here. I need the new light gear. I'll be it someday. Yeah, I'm just running it for fun. Hello, scientist. Up and farm in the scout battles on the side. Yeah, you guys are welcome to join. I'm just gonna be having some fun. Where is this new piece of gear? Oh, there it is. If I can just. Where did it go? There it is. All right, that's probably good there. Yeah, I guess we should join. We should join like a lobby or something. Nope, not that. This free chat. We'll go to 9 because that's a good number. I wonder if I can change the title of this stream. This one needs to be deleted. Colo. All right. That's that should change it. All right. I need to check my monsters too, man. I have not changed any in a long time. Man, it feels so weird live streaming. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Not much has been really going on. I have tons of papers that I need to write. I have like 4 papers for physics that I haven't written. Am I summoning for a new monster? No, this is just something I figured I would just have up in the background because it's possible to have in the background. In fact, I was just mainly going to do it as a way to buy time. I am actually not that good at Summoner's War, just in general. I just play it mostly for fun, but I've been playing it basically since it came out. On and off, of course, but I feel like the changes to some of the auto battling has made it much easier to do it, to have fun in. Man, I gotta figure out what the fuck I'm doing with these monsters. These monsters suck. I mean, like, I feel like I haven't played Coliseum in so long, and I feel like these monsters are just outdated. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're fine. Rejection resistance, fire, water. Is that better than light wind? No, insanity resistance is way better. Whatever. I'll just leave the monsters. It's probably fine the way it is. And then I think everything else is scaled. So that's probably good. I guess I'll save this set for the next time. Do I want to play any other classes while I'm at it? Probably not. I feel like the last couple times that I've played Coliseum, there hasn't been a ton of people playing, so we can see if we can all get together in a Colo match if you guys want to. You guys don't have to. And of course, I clicked on the wrong thing. Coliseum. 5 minutes to call a match. Let's open Limipedia if I need it. That's fine. Feel free to ask any questions if you guys have any. I think my audio sounds fine, but let me know if there's any issues. And we are in free chat room 9 if you want to join. Excuse me, I have to go throw up some fucking phlegm, dude. It's disgusting. All right, now that I'm fucking back from the pits of hell. This is absolutely disgusting. I hate being sick, man. I loved being sick when I was young. Like if you're missing elementary school, middle school, high school, it feels so good to stay home and be sick because you know that you're gonna recover in a few hours, and you can literally just play video games all day, and that's where it's at. But man, does it feel horrible as an adult to get sick? It's like snow. I feel it's so sad. When I look at snow, I still think it's absolutely beautiful, but I don't have the same excitement to go play in it because it's fucking cold. It's like just if like if I want to go outside and play in the snow, even like throw a snowball, I feel like I need like 6 layers and like 2 layers of gloves because and something to cover, between your gloves and your jacket or whatever, because if you get snow inside, like on your wrist in that area, oh man, it's just the fucking worst. So I feel like being an adult, it's just everything's not as fun. Everything's way more serious. You can't just throw snowballs all day. Fucking sucks. uh there's no way I'm beating that guy. Yeah, there's so much about being an adult that it's just disappointing, man. You can't have the same fun that like you used to. Mhm. So I guess I'll make a count. I'll do a countdown in the group or in the room if you want to join. And I'll do like I'll do like 5, 4, 3, and then you're gonna have to do the 2 and the 1 in your head because in order for me to be on the same page as you, I'll have to stop counting and we'll go over. So I'll do like a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go. Oh, it's Iron Guard? That's gross. Iron Guard's boring. I feel like not being able to just one shot everyone is a huge turnoff. Let's see. The most dangerous person is probably Hawk. Probably Hawk. I mean, I don't think I can kill him, but I can try. Okay, I guess I can kill him. All right, now they're easy pickings. Goodbye. Bam. Goodbye. Think guard's gonna save you? Not for long. Unis definitely aren't broken in this game. Let's try to kill Fate. Let's just try to one shot him. Holy shit! Holy shit! Somebody. Fuck! I just threw a uni as fast as I could. I didn't even know what it was, but I think that's a fine uni. Like they're not gonna do any damage because of the field. Oh man, dude, that was a really oppressive uni. I'll keep throwing that one. That one won. Um, Probably let's go for somebody else. Okay, well, I guess he's using guard. Oh, can my fire beat your water? I guess the answer is no, because I didn't kill everyone. I wonder if I could kill people with this ability. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it's probably faster. It's definitely faster than Evil Quake and Mockingblade. I wonder if I could just like use that to snipe them, or I could go. Recurring nightmare actually does more damage. I'm actually just gonna use recurring. Wait. I don't have the HP to use recurring nightmare. Can't do that. Go back to Valiant. All right, that didn't work. Fuck. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Still won. Not even worried. All right. I'll give like a minute for people to regroup and rejoin. We are in, if you want to join, we are in chat room 9. And I'll do a countdown there if you want to join. I'm just having fun. You guys can ask questions if you have any about it doesn't have to be related to Coliseum. And I figured I would put up since I haven't made a video yet on how to make a PvP set, I figured I would just show you my PvP set. I'm not going to go over all of my individual procs um, because most of them aren't the best. But main thing is that I've got Helm of Eternity, which is kind of old now, but it's fine. I've got Ward. I've got Resurrection. So Ward stops your damage at 1 HP, so you can get hit with 100 billion and you left with 1 HP guaranteed. Resurrection reduces the damage you take to 0 when you die, and then resurrects you with a certain amount of HP. I think it's like 60 or 70, something like that. And then I've got opener, concentration opener, and another concentration opener. I have damage reduction, and I have reflection reduction, and I have a main slot physical dull. So, yep. And then these are my monsters, which probably is not the best. I could probably fix this, make it better, but whatever. All right, I'm gonna do another countdown. I guess I'll do like a 6, 7, 5, 4, and then 3, 2, 1. You'll have to do on your own. Okay, 6, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please. Shit. All right, well, got in. Man, I just want to auto these. I bet I can't auto this. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna auto it and we're gonna see how that goes. I bet the panda's gonna beat the shit out of me though. There's no way. Hey, what's up, Nody? Naughty? Nody? But I saw you I saw that you were in the thing, so I'm glad we're on the same team. Give you a bam. Just fucking beat the shit out of him. Oh, that's good. Poor guy. Oh man. He's gonna if I attack him too, he's just gonna leave. Oh man, I feel bad. This is abuse, man. This is really mean. This is fucking I bet he'll live. I bet he'll live. I have faith. There you go. See, he lived. Is he gonna move? Oh shit. Man, that is just tragic. He didn't kill. He didn't kill anything. Well, it is what it is. Mages suck. What are you gonna do? Wow, I actually autoed that? Dang, dude, I'm so strong. My team actually is way better than I thought it was. Just auto this guy. My timing's way off of this. I need my Olivia to go first to give the defense buff. It's whatever. All right. I'm gonna give it like another 30 seconds in case people want to join. Low. We are in free chat room 9 if you want to join us. If you have any questions. Man. I just can't stop coughing, I guess. It's just horrible. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. How do you take less damage from nukers? I am Naughty, by the way. Hey, Naughty. How do you take less damage? That's a great question. The best way to take less damage is every single ability has a counter to it. For example, Mocking Blade, as you can see here, says penetrates, damage reduction, and damage reflection, which means that the way that you take no damage is that you simply you proc a null proc. That's why you need a good combination of damage downs and null procs in order to avoid taking damage. Unfortunately, there is no one way to take damage or to stop taking damage. You could play a soldier. Soldiers have abilities that reduce the incoming damage. That would help. And I suggest most newer players play soldier specifically for that reason, because a lot of new players aren't going to have a good combination of all the abilities that they would need in order to make a good set, which is kind of sad, but it's true. Man, I feel so bad for this guy. Narwhal is also a whale, if I remember correctly. So this CG guy is up against two guys that would just eat him for dinner. Man, that was tragic. Like what I don't even want to beat up on this guy. This feels bad. I feel like I'm punching a child right now. This is not fun. Oh, come on, get him. Yeah. Show us your uni. Uni. There you go. Hey, it's actually not a bad uni. Check this guy out. So that uni it applies fortify. Yeah, I have physical armor up and up constants berserker and lancer matchup. Okay, so physical armor up is a flat amount. It actually doesn't help that much. And so I have like 1.6 million attack, and you're not going to survive with a physical armor up constant. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you. There's that. Unfortunately, it's like a really small amount. So you need something better than that. Oh, come on, man. Let him win a round. To be fair, even if I wanted to beat the shit out of him right now, I couldn't. Actually, wait a second. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw that. I didn't mean to kill him. It was a joke. I was just he should have fortify. He's not supposed to die. It wasn't fuck, man. That was mean. I didn't mean to kill him. Shit. All right. Whatever. Even at level 7. I have no idea the flat amount that it gives you, but it is not enough to survive. Dude, I feel so bad. He had fortify. I felt like he would survive. Wasn't my intention to just beat up on that guy, man. All right. Looks like we have the normal people. If you guys want to join, again, chat room 9. Let's go. Oh, I bet. You know what? Actually, I can. I didn't even remember that I could do this. I bet I could still chat here. 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. That's probably better. Look at that. Hey, we're all in it now. That makes more sense. Um, hey, we actually have a good amount of people in this one. I'm curious why Hawk or why Fate still plays Mage, because he's been a Mage main basically forever, but it's kind of crazy to think about that he has been for so long, considering how, bad the class is. I bet I can't one-shot him. All right, Doctor, you're on healing. Hmm. Hmm. Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Okay. Shit. I'm sorry for one shotting you. In my head, I was like, you know what? I bet the guy on the bottom I can kill him because I can't kill Fate. And I didn't notice it was you. That's my bad. That's my bad. But see, I told you, your physical armor ups aren't gonna save you from me. You're just gonna die. My skill need change. I mean, we'll go again. There's still what, like 15 minutes? And then I'll hang around for a little bit after. Easy. I want to one shot him once. Come on, give it to me. No. Dang it. What am I gonna do? I think I'm dead. I don't think I have enough wind. I'm dead. I'm 100% dead. Fucking shit. That was too much air. Fuck. Well, I was dead. So, fuck me. I feel like a spawn of Nurgle. So I was listening to a one of the audiobooks from Audible, and the main characters were Nurgle, like is a war captain from 40K, and they were Nurgles guys, and man, my wife hated it because they're constantly like phlegmy in their mouth. They're like, she's like, what the fuck? She absolutely fucking hated that audiobook. I thought that was so funny. Oh, here, I'll give like another minute or two. All right, is everyone in here that wants to be in here? So is Uni defense also a flat damage reduction as well? This is a really interesting topic. I have not personally tested it. However, I have had friends who had tested it, and I believe them because they're very good at what they do and very thorough because I've done testing with them before. And I believe that Uni defense is probably flat damage reduction. Yes. To use in PvP like yeah, so here I'll show you my setup. I showed it a little bit earlier, but I'll show you my setup and I'll just show you like the main things that you want, right? You want a bunch of good damage procs, stuff like this, which unfortunately I don't have more of, but there are better procs than this. This is just what I happen to have. Um you want, at least in my opinion, you want a main slot that reduces the ability power, both ability powers, not just one. Of course, you want ward, you want resurrection, you want concentration openers, help you proc your main stuff. You want some null proc, so I got like a physical null and a magical here. I have a main slot physical null here, and then I have my damage reduction here and damage reflection reduction here, and then my second concentration opener. And then I have a main slot status ailment booster. That's what I have, but yeah. Those are like the main pieces, I think, for most players. And it's all free to play pretty much. All right, I'm doing the countdown. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. I unfortunately, A Team has not updated their website in a really long time for some reason. Like if you just go here and you click on 45 cost, there's only the Xenos gear. So they haven't updated it in months. And I don't know why they haven't updated Limapedia. But until they update Limapedia, I don't have like a list of all of the weapons and stuff. Ummy. Ummy. That's actually a really cute outfit. I like that outfit. Oh no, CG died. Get her. Oh, nice. That was a nice bit of damage right there. Little bop. feel like I haven't changed my out. I'm not big into changing my outfits. I feel like I should change it more often, but oh, you null procced. See? Should have trusted your procs. Okay. That's a really interesting ability. Let's see what the uni is. Hey, that's a good uni. She gives does she I don't know. I don't remember if she gives penetration. Well, I guess we'll see. Okay, you eternity procced. That probably wouldn't have saved you though. The 180 is oh, nice comeback. That was gnarly. Yeah, that was a nice comeback right there. Oh, dude, Ummy, why you killing yourself on me? Why you hitting yourself, boy? So Zed's really interesting. He applies one of those he applies a pretty good negative field if I remember correctly. The color Ummy. The cold never bothered Ummy. Yeah, well, I assume it's probably a he playing a she, but we'll just say that she killed herself. Also, what do you do with the ultra rare gear they give in normal quests? So there is some of the ultra rare gear that they give in normal quests that is good. So I'll give a minute for people to regroup if you haven't. We are in room 9, free chat room 9. So I'll go over like some of the brief gear that I believe you get if I can find any of it. Um, is it this? Yeah, I mean like this gear isn't bad. Let's see if I can find it though. This is the really good gear. So this gear and this gear is both really good. So I'll go over those real fast. Just real fast. Give me like a minute. So, we're talking about Bam Bam. We're talking about where is it? This stuff. So this reduces Unison gauge. What's coming at you when you get it to level 7? It is 25%, I believe. You can get 2 of them, so you can get up to 50%, if I remember correctly. So those are really good. And then the helms. These are excellent cost openers, concentration openers, because they give you. You shouldn't use this one because magic damage is bad. You should use the physical one, but I just need to use this one. These guys do the same thing. They're concentration openers, so helps you. But these ones here, ah, shit. Why do you do this to me, game? This one is cost reduction. So one of them is uni reduction, one of them is cost reduction. Both of them excellent. Now you asked about the other one is kind of like a meh. I personally don't use it, but it is technically good if you want to do a little bit more damage. As if I can find the gear, this stuff here, it is it is a constant that increases your ability power. Anything that increases ability power is a bueno. Critical hit chance, no one gives a shit about that. Holy smokes, we have a lot of people in here. All right, I'll do the countdown, and we'll get this shebang underway. All right, I got to start it at 5 because I can go down to 1 now. 3, 2, 1, go. Hey, I think we got basically everyone. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Yeah, the CPUs have been really shit for a while. I personally don't like the D-War procs. I feel like they're just too unreliable. I'd rather go to a casino and gamble away real money than rely on a D-War proc. All right, Fate. I am going to one-shot you this time. You are gonna die. It's gonna happen. Oh shit, the double proc. All right, man. Fuck off. All right, the double proc. Fuck off. Shit. Bruh. I don't understand why it's just all right, I'm gonna get you this time. Yeah. Third time's the charm, baby. Let's go. All right, this time for sure. This time for sure. Double proc. All right, man. Really? Single proc? There's no way. Yeah, that's not happening. um, mm, shit. I'm probably dead from this. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I survived. I'm here for it. Oh shit. Well, meteor rain's really fast, so there's no way I'm living that. All right. Third round, baby. Let's go. Last attempt. All right, man. He's just invincible. Perfect procs all the time. That's what I want. I want perfect procs all the time. Should have been me. It should have been me. Is that Yu-Gi-Oh? Ah, now you and your meteor rain will do nothing. All right. Why does Fortify suck so much dick, man? Always letting me down. I just get outplayed. I just get outplayed. All right. I'm actually going to change this guy. I still want that equipped. Mm, 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 mm. Doot 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 doot. Um, there it is. And then I want to replace this guy. Oh, I can only put a 41 cost on? Shit. Do I have any good 41 costs? That. I don't think I have any 41 costs that gave me 2 elements. Whatever. I'll just equip this. Oh, this one gives me rejection, doesn't she? Yeah. Does this one give me rejection? Nah, we go rejection. All right. Going again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I have a bunch of Hellsmiths if I shoot on my desk that I need to build. I play a little bit of Warhammer. And the Hellsmiths looked so badass, I just had to build an army. All right, Doc. We got these guys. They're going to be easy. First, the Chinese man. Bye. Second, the non-Chinese man. All right. No one saw that? The CPU's fed. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. He didn't attack right after that? Interesting. Mortal Heart. Hey, that's a smart play. I mean, I'm curious because rooks shouldn't do damage with these types of abilities. I wonder if I can kill him. Probably not, considering all of the defense buffs that he has right now. Am I? Mm, we're kind of in a pickle. We're losing to a rook. Okay, maybe the timeout will save us. Yeah. Yeah, I was suffering from basically the same thing, lack of cost. But I feel like even if I attack him right now, he's just gonna use. I'm probably dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Oh, don't Uni! No! Shit. All right, man. Wow, we actually got a timeout. Well, goodbye, Chinese man. Aha! He is stunned. Easy clap. Just needed him to be stunned for half a second, and I got him. Don't worry, Doc. We got this. I will just kill the Chinese man one more time. He immortal hearted, but I have Uni. Checkmate. I wish rooks were better, man. I really enjoy rooks. I don't understand why A team hates them so much. They just don't get any of the love. Super tragic, to be honest. But what are you gonna do? GG. Ah, man. I have all the nulls. Yeah, you do. My favorite nulls are the nulls that also do ability power reduction. Because even if the ability that they're using ignores nullification, you can still get something done. All right. Do another countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, we got some good people in here. We got Craig. And hopefully I get the opportunity to fail three times in a row, killing Fate. Yeah, let's go. All right. It's been me versus Fate this entire time. Can I one-shot him? The answer is still probably no. I'll get you this time or not. See, this is the problem with rooks. Did you see that? Do you see how Craig just gave us almost 100,000 in points? Because you prevent people from dying. So if you have any CPUs on your team, then all of your CPUs turn into farming tools, and you can just get an incredible amount of points just like instantaneously. Well, he's got uni. What am I gonna do? All right, man. Hey, look at Leo saving us. But he's already so he we Leo took so much damage. Now we have the same amount of points. Holy shit, he got like 80,000 points just from attacking Leo. My goodness. He doesn't like me. He doesn't like me. But I got good teammates, so what are you gonna do? Dude, we won that. We beat them, and we had two people left alive, and we are losing in points right now. Look at this. Look at this. Like I attacked the CPU at the bottom. Look at the points go up. Bam! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They're giving too many points. They're giving too many points. Stop. Please. That's why you need to plus your stuff. Kill him. I'll kill him. Oh! Yeah. Easy. Not even worried. What? How did we win that? I guess it doesn't really matter. Use DS. Use DS. Use. Ah. Use DS. Use DS. Yes! Fucking farm the CPU. All right, well, I think we lost. I think this is an L. I don't think I have the HP to survive this, unfortunately. I'm dead. The resurrection. All right. Well, hey, still won. Hey, what's up, Craig? Am I pronouncing that right? Is that Craig? Craig. Craig. Bug cat. I wonder what that means. Look up bug cat. All right. Give it like 30 seconds, then we'll do another countdown. All right, that was 30 seconds, right? So it's supposed winter is supposed to be coming, right? Because it is almost December now. And by the way, 2025 has just flown by. It's been absolutely crazy. But it feels like it's not getting cold because every other day is like 70 degrees still or in the 50s. I don't understand what's going on. Maybe that's global warming, or maybe that's just where I live. They have horrible weather patterns, but it's supposed to be getting cold. And I turn on the radio and I can listen to, like normal Christmas music, but it doesn't feel Christmassy if it's not cold outside. Is it just me, or like if it doesn't get cold outside, like if it's not snowing or at least getting cold, it's not Christmas. Like if I went to Australia and during Christmas time, it would not feel like Christmas. It would just be, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Christmas has got you. It's like it's a nostalgic thing. You're supposed to curl up near the fire, and you're supposed to, yeah, use DS. Let me farm you. Yes. Don't uni. Yes. Oh wait, I just realized I have Fade on my team and Lacey. Yeah, this is a little bit unfair. I mean, you're welcome to join us. We are in chat room 9 after this. Yeah, I don't know. I grew up in a really cold environment. I grew up in like Colorado, and it gets cold super fast there. And I really enjoyed it. I love Colorado. It's interesting because even in the dead of winter, when it's like -5 degrees outside, you can still feel the heat of the sun in Colorado. Like if you're out in the sun and you take off your shirt and like so your bare chest is in the cold of the outside, as long as there's no wind, the front of your back or the front of your chest that's facing the sun will be hot, like 70, 80 degrees. All right, I guess no, that's not really the hot. You know what I mean? Like you can feel the intense heat from the sun even in the dead of winter. And it's sad. I wish I could live there more permanently, but my wife, her nose bleeds like every day when we're in Colorado. So I guess that's not really an option if I want to stay with her. Which of course I do. So it's yeah. Well, shit, I got a little bit distracted. It's fine. It's fine. We're just allowing the comeback to happen. Is this round 3 or is this round 2? Yeah, round 3. Holy shit. Naughty just fucking bopped the shit out of me. All right. Well, dang, like my bad. I guess I shouldn't have been distracted. Holy shit, and I'm losing this too. Oh man, I 100% lost. Go team. Go team. Go team. You guys got this. Oh no, the meteor raid procking twice. Oh no. The problem with mages. The RNG was not strong with this one. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. Ah. Man, I'm so sorry that you guys have to listen to me being sick and nasally, and that's just awful. Wait, did we win or did we lose? I didn't even pay attention. All right, whatever. Oh, we won still? Hey, good team, good team. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Call it again, I guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Oh no. I think everyone else got in a different one. Hey, Doctor's still here. Playing Morpher in Coliseum, dude. You got balls of steel. Literal iron testicles up on this man. Hey, and you're on my team? Let's go. Oh man. Krieg. Helper. Are a welcome. Welcome, welcome. All right. How are we gonna do this? Oh, look at this. Look, attack the CPUs. Farm the points. Holy shit, 30K. uh, oh, farm him. Fucking farm him. Yes. Yes. 100K. Oh, that is crazy. 110K from two guys. Uh, oh, oh, Craig's doing it. He's doing it. Fucking farthest. Farm him. Yes. No, Craig, you're not supposed to uni. You're just supposed to give us more and more points. Bad, Craig. Oh, Twisted almost had me. What the fuck is that monster? What is that from? Oh no. Dude, it's on the tip of my tongue. Her name's like Air something, right? It's she's like a princess from an anime. But what the fuck is the anime name? Dude. Dude, this is driving me crazy. What is her name? What's your name? Oh man, she's wind. She's like a 42 cost, I think. No, no, she's definitely not a 43 cost. Yeah, definitely not a 43 or a 44. Oh, she is a 44. Eris from Mishima? Ko- Is this Konosuba? Oh, it is. It's Konosuba. Yeah, yeah, that's what it's from. She's a Konosuba character. She liked she liked the main character of that show. I don't think I have her. I think I skipped on her. She did pretty good damage though. What does she do? Magic damage? Physical damage. Wow. That's pretty rare. I gotta see. I don't think I have this monster. And nope. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured I didn't. All right. Give it a couple seconds for people to group up again. And then we'll go. Dude, that rune sucks so much dick. 8 times 4 would be like 32, right? Yeah. I mean, I guess it's not that far off. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. We have like 10 minutes left. That's a garbage rune. Actually, it could be re-rolled. I'll buy it back because it's got the substat of, the 8% substat. That's pretty good. Actually, I'll keep that. You never know. You never know. Another 8%. Got to keep it then. That's garbage. Selling that. 6% on accuracy for a hero rune? Nah, dude. Sell it. Hey, I got Doc and Noti on my team again, and I get to fight against Helper. Where is Krieg? Where's Krieg? I wanted to farm some more points. Oops. Oh, killer. Yeah. It's really unusual. Like it's pretty rare for this to apply prohibit unison, but when it does, man, it is so helpful. Man, I feel bad. Yeah, fate, why do you got to do this to people, man? Fate goes too hard. It's not that serious, bro. It's just a game. Gosh, dang, he just really goes in. No mercy. Fucking kill him. Yeah, yeah. It's unusual that mages can actually do something. So I guess when fate when he actually gets to kill people, then he's like finally people that don't have main slot ability power reduction, I can murder them. No mercy. No mercy. All right. Give it a give it a hot 30 seconds. If you guys have any questions too, you can feel free to any other questions. Man, I am so sorry. If any of you enjoy ASMR of a sick person, then I am sure you are having a great time. But for all the normal people, all the non-Nurgle worshippers, you guys are having to put up with me. So thank you for that. I always have storage problems. Yeah, everyone has storage problems. The game sucks. It needs to have like unlimited storage capacity. I have storage problems. You have storage problems. Everyone's got storage problems. What are you gonna do about it? Helper. Helper. Hang on. Can you hear? Can Can you hear the unison link? You can't, right? If I turn up this, can you hear it now? No? Still no, huh? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to attack you. Am I hearing that? Oh, I can actually hear it now. That's cool. Let's see the miserable disaster. Oh shit! He got me. I read quite a bit of manhwa. I think it's fun to read a bunch of different stories. I enjoy it. I wish I had more time. I wish there were 30 hours in a day. That way I could get more stuff done, get more sleep. That would just benefit me in particular, you know? Is the sound of the game, is that a good sound? Here, let me listen to it. Yeah, that's how I feel. I just need a few more hours of sleep and I'll be good. Fuck. Man, I hate that this game it baits you on the fact that you could get. It's like, oh, you could get gems, but it never gives you gems when you actually win. It's so rare. It's like a 5% chance. It's just, yeah, yeah. I don't know. It is what it is. This is probably going to be the last one, right? Because there's only 4 minutes left. So I guess I'll give people like a minute to change sets or whatever if you want to do something. Or if you need to get AP. Alrighty. Do it one more time. Let's count down. Five, four, three, two, one, go. Oh, come on. Come on, three more people, two more people. Ah. If you didn't know, it's really interesting. This game cuts off at 5 seconds. So once you see like five go to four, then nobody else can join. I don't know why the game does it that way. I don't know why it doesn't just like set you in a queue and then join everyone to the queue and then do like the randomization. I don't know why you can just be in a group of CPUs because that's never fun for anyone. There's a bunch of it's just an old game. It has weird stuff. They need to take a look at it. Oh yeah, Craig, let me farm. 40K. Let's go. Stop. I want to attack Craig. I hate taunts so much. taunts, taunts are just the worst. Uh, give me Craig. Yeah. Oh shit. I died. I have faith in my team. Abel. If anyone's carrying this game, it's Abel. Go clerics. Poor Craig. My dad used to work with a Craig. So my dad used to be like the leader of a group and at his work and Craig was one of the people under his group. And he would always talk about how Craig was doing such a good job. I don't feel bad for Craig. All right, Abel, you got to keep carrying. Yes, the DS. Let me farm. Oh shit. Don't touch me. No touchy. We're going to go for the miracle. And if you guys kill me, I'm going to be back to full HP, baby. Bam. You think guard's going to save you? Oh, okay. Well, it did. So, I guess I guess you're right. Oh shit. Oh, no, we have field protect. We have field protect. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. The AoE hitting is going to be kind of annoying. I think your ability is probably faster. Oh, yeah, vigilance is super fast. No, don't kill Abel. Yeah. Dude, Abel is actually carrying this game. Oh, the zeros. That's tragic. All right, Craig. Let me kill this CPU, Craig. Don't do it, Craig. No, Craig. Just wanted to kill the CPU, Craig. Giving the CPU uni is always so good. Because if it unis and then they end up winning, then the first uni is going to be a CPU instead of being a good player. Wait, I just realized I didn't attack. I mean, that's fine. I don't think we can lose. We're 300k above them. And this is a kill. This is a kill uni too, right? This will. Never mind. It's not a kill uni. Just take back what I said. Ah, my face. Plush pup got it. Oh, the uni. The uni. Oh man, that was a nice push. It was a nice try. It was a nice try. Well, it is past Colo time. So nice job, everyone. I had a lot of fun. It's always nice to be able to spend some time. I guess I could run some like regular quests and answer questions and stuff. Put on my event set and do some event stuff. Yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I had a good time. I hope you guys had a good time. I had a good time. You know, I don't stream a whole lot, but I'd like to run some events at some point. So yeah, no, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. I finally just hit 4 million after playing for years. Congratulations. 4 mil is a pretty big milestone for most players. I think when you hit 4 mil, you're basically going from wow, I sound super nasally right now. When you hit 4 mil, I think you're going from like mid game to late game. That's the way that I would describe 4 mil right now. Now, of course, that'll change in the future. It definitely won't be the same um, forever. But for right now, I think that's a pretty good way to think about it. It's definitely fun. Having did costume. It's fun for people in it. Yeah, that's. I don't know why. A team is just so strange. They they make it so that Coliseum you can get in a room with a bunch of CPUs. I can't tell you how many times I've just played Coliseum for an hour and half of my games are just me and 9 CPUs. I don't know why they do it. It's not fun. So that's why I figured I'd stream and have a little bit of fun with you guys. I haven't played Colo in a long time either. I think they changed the Coliseum medals too, where you can get 2 drops of ether. Oh, I think I already grabbed them. But I think they changed it so now every single time it's at the bottom now, not at the top. But you can get two drops of ether from it. Yeah, I came back and finally hit 4 mil, trying to go to 5 mil. Yeah, yeah, that's a good. Trying to hit 5 mil is pretty crazy to be honest. I think my max gear score, yeah, it's a little bit above 5 mil. But I have some pretty old stuff in here. Like I have 43 cost weapons, but I don't really play dual blades anymore either. So I could probably get this up quite a, maybe not quite a bit higher, but definitely I can get this higher. Yeah, yeah. But hitting high gear score in this game actually doesn't really matter. I'm curious what the high gear score is. Oh, here, let me. hop back into the chat room. Free chat room 9. People are still in here. If you guys want to add me, we can do that now. For anyone who came out and wanted to be my friend, we can do that. Let me see. Haven't been on, not recently. All right, we'll just reject people who haven't been on for 5 days. That should create enough space. All right. Can, oh, I can't add you. Do I have do I have a full friends list? No. No. See, I don't have a full friends list. I don't know who this is. So I can make some more space. Anyway. Why can I not add people? Okay, well I guess you'll have to add me. I don't know why I can't add people. That's weird. It is what it is. How many more slots do I have? 3 more slots? I could probably make some more space. See, Colo match. Yeah, the Colo matchmaking system is ass. So I have a really interesting theory about the Colo matchmaking system. I think that it actually separates players not based on like I don't think it separates players based on gear score. I actually think it separates players based on class. What I think it does is I think it tries to balance each team so that they have an equal number of similar types of classes. For example, I think the game groups classes together. Like I think it groups um, rooks and clerics together and it says, okay, these are the support classes, and it tries to separate support classes. And then it goes through and it separates like the magic damage dealers and the physical damage dealing classes from themselves. So that tries to make an even number of physical and magical on each team. But I think it starts with support classes, because if I play Rook and I try to be on the same team as somebody else, I feel like I never like that plays Cleric. I'm never on the same team with them, no matter how many times we. I don't know. It's just a theory. I haven't actually. I'm sure that you could do more testing for it. Let's see. That's not enough. I used to main Archer and Ninja, but I don't even know what I like anymore. Well, do you like? I mean, I don't know. Let me see. What's your split? What's your split like? Do you enjoy? I don't know. There's a bunch of stuff. I guess. What here? I'll ask this, Jordan. What part of the game do you enjoy the most? Do you enjoy PvP, PvE? What is it? And we can go from there. Gotta upgrade my Xenos. I just got into guild. Got into a guild this month to get to it. Yeah, guilds are the best way. What my guild does is after third guild battle, we all go and we do our awakening quests because I don't have all of them. Somebody else has some stuff that I don't have. So we all do the awakening quests after the third guild battle. And that's a nice way to be able to do things. Gotta upgrade my Xenos gear. Let's see. I think Water Triumph is coming this week. Probably not. My guess is that they will probably come out with some other stuff. But because it's during, my guess is they probably won't drop a whole lot of really good gear during the 11th anniversary because they want people to focus on the 11th anniversary. Now that's not to say that they haven't done that in the past, because they have. But I think that generally speaking, they don't drop a ton of good gear during big events. Like for example, during collab events, they usually don't drop a bunch of high stuff gear. What they usually do is they wait till after it when you have no gems. Like right now, I have 1,500 gems. So after I've spent all my gems on the collab or on the anniversary, then they come out with a good. Then they come out with a bunch of good procs, and they're like, ah, now you have no gems, and you have to pay money if you want to be good at this game. And that's how they get you. But it is a gotcha game. You know, it is what it is. Yeah, if you guys this is the time to friend me. If you guys want to friend me, now is the time. Newest. I'm not friends with Fate? Dude, no way. That's crazy. I thought I'd been friends with you for a while. Um, what is your top defense proc for PvP and guild battle? My top proc for PvP and guild battle is the Eternity procs, these guys, because they reduce incoming damage by 3xl for both ability powers. That's me. However, it is worth pointing out that the best gear in the game is not this gear. The best defense gear in the game, I made a video on it. It is the new dude, my brain is blanking. Orchestra, the new Orchestra gear, the 45 cost Orc defense gear. I believe that is a 4XL plus or 4XL, something like that for ability power reduction. That's the best. That's the best stuff in the game right now. Absolutely best stuff. I mostly do PvE. Max I do is in that 700k gear score range. Anything other than that, I get tossed. I haven't been super active enough for PvP, but I hop in a guild battle every so often. Okay, so you don't do a lot of PvP. So right off the bat, we're eliminating Ninja because you don't need to be playing Ninja. I can tell you right now, Ninja is basically only a PvP class. So drop Ninja. If you do mainly PvE, then I would suggest playing Morpher. I believe Morpher got some new abilities that are some of the best abilities in the entire game. If I can find them. It's not that one. It's not this one. It is not this one. It's not this one. It's not that one. What the fuck? Oh, it's this one. Of course, it's the one. Dude, how is this not? Okay, is it just me or does this Stargazer ability look like a buffing ability? This ability looks like a cleric ability. Look at this. Look, it looks like this. You know, it has like that background. It has like this circle. I didn't think it was a damaging ability. What the fuck? Who designed this ability? This is horrible. All right. It looks like it's good. It would buff you. It doesn't look like a damaging ability. But this one here is a pretty good one. It hits 10 times. It heals and it increases your stats. I mean, I would go, if I was you, I would have Stardust Gazer. I would have Shining Aura because it's the best buff in the entire game. Tension is required. It's so good. And then I wouldn't have Rainbow Flare because it doesn't dual scale. I would have probably Shining Sword because Shining Sword or maybe this one. Which one hits more times? They both hit the same number of times. Which one costs more? Yeah, I'd probably have something like Shining Sword, and I'd have Ether Exchange. You can also equip EE. So I'd have like those would be like the main abilities, and I would go Morpher if I were you. Jordan, that's what I would do. He's like the most common one I see for Colo this week. He seems cool. Yeah, I like Fate. I personally haven't talked with him a whole lot, but he's always been around. He seems like a pretty good player. It doesn't seem mean either. There's some players who are just malicious and they just dislike people and they get angry and all the other things. So it's really, really unfortunate. Yeah, but that's what I would do, Jordan. If you're at the 700K range, what you need to do is you need to get your Xenos gear up. So you need to max your Xenos gear. So for you, it would be a bow, and you need to get that maxed. The next thing that you want to do is you want to have a bunch of characters back here. These are free to play characters. So they give you, and you can get them as high as you can for like attack and magic attack. And what you can do is they give you a bunch of stats that'll help you survive, but it'll also increase your attack and magic attack. And the biggest thing is you want high element. I made an entire video on how to make a PvE set. I'll link that for you. But I made an entire video on that. Let's see, PvE. This one. That would be that's a good starting point to have to watch. I basically go over everything that you need in order to make a good PvE set. So if you enjoy PvE, that's what I would suggest doing. Hey, we got a bunch of people in here. If you guys have any more questions, hey, I'll add you as a friend. Craig. Do I still have slots? Okay, cool. I still have slots open. Yeah. So if you guys have any other questions or any other things that we want to go over, that's crazy, man. To think that people listen to me. So like it's so crazy to think about. I'm just a guy, right? I'm just a guy from the middle of nowhere that just likes this game and just made video. I originally made videos, and I remember looking at like how many people had watched my videos, and it stayed at one because I had rewatched my video on YouTube for to make sure it sounded good, to make sure I didn't have like, because I was like super nervous when I first started making videos. And I remember my video stayed at one for months. I think it was like 6 months, and nobody watched my video. It was basically just me that had watched my video. And it's crazy to think that, years later, because I stopped making videos because, I got discouraged. Obviously, I think a lot of people would get discouraged from stuff like that. But it's super interesting to even think that people like listen to what I have to say. It's just, I don't know. It's just such a weird. It's such a weird concept that people listen to me while going to work or living their daily life. I think it's awesome. I appreciate it, and I'm so grateful to you guys for everything. It's just it's cool to have a group of people that you can talk to, and I'm glad that I actually make content that's useful. That's my biggest concern, is that I don't make videos that are good. It was a video I watched sometime earlier this year. How have you liked getting back into the game, Jordan? Because a lot of people that I've talked to that have not played this game in years, what ends up happening is they feel like it's so different and they don't know where to start, and yeah, they get lost. So I'm curious how your experience was getting back into it. Video coming back. Plus, I don't know the best products currently, so all the info has been wonderful. Oh, yeah. So it's really one of the reasons why I want to make a Discord channel, which I talked about this. I just don't have the time or the energy, like the social energy to have a Discord channel unless somebody else runs it. But one of the main reasons that I want to have a Discord channel is because I want to have a list of procs and have those procs just so that new players can understand what the best procs are. Because the way that this game works is very unlike other games, right? Like if you're playing most modern games, when you join the game, all of the best characters or the best gear or the best things are almost always available for you to purchase. So right off the bat, for most games, you can spend $10,000 and you can improve.
If you did that in Unison League, you would be wasting your money. And it sucks. It sucks to say something like that, but it is. It's true. Like 90, I wouldn't say 90%. I'd say like 75% of all of the unis that they come out with weekly are pretty garbage, not even worth your time. And I would say that most of the procs that they come out with, I would say like 95 of the attack procs and the defense procs are so awful that you wouldn't even want to touch them with a 10-foot pole or you might catch something. Like they're just so dreadful. So it's such a weird game. This game capitalizes heavily on FOMO. And it's really unfortunate for new players because they don't understand that. They just spend their gems. They're like, oh, I'm going to do a bunch of the beginner stuff. And it sucks. Like I know because I've been playing on one of my old accounts that is really really far behind and it has basically no gems and it sucks to log in every single day and not spawn anything. I think it's a really stupid design. I think that Unison League needs to have some way to entice new players to get new stuff that's actually good. But it is one of those things that I don't run Unison League, so yeah. But yeah, I agree that it's really stupid that there's not a good list of procs out there. You listen to me while you're working out? Dude, I that's crazy to think about. Just like I have a little bit of a deeper voice, I think, than most people, especially now that I'm sick. I have so normally I have a year round I have my nose runs, and so what ends up happening is the back of my throat gets covered in like mucus, and it makes my voice sound higher. So my voice right now is actually closer to my normal voice, but it's just crazy to think that while you're like pumping iron, you're listening to some guy talk about an anime game. Some deep voiced guy playing an anime game. That's fucking funny to think about, man. Uh, Probably my last week is better to stack Omni, Uni Resist, or build against certain elements that hit harder than others. Okay, that's a great question. The Omni Uni Resist or building specific. I would say for 99% of players, Omni is always better. It's easier. You don't have to think about it. You don't need to know what the meta is. You don't need to know anything about the game. Omni is a really nice way to get a well-rounded stuff. A better answer is that you should have at least 2,000 uni resistance against time. And for that, you do need specific stuff. And the reason why you need so much uni resistance against time is because Star Gear is notorious for hitting super, super hard. And when you're using Omni, you only get a small amount of star resistance. Bruh, am I going to have to solo this event? All right, I got this. No problem. If you've been playing the game for longer, a better answer I think is to and like a safer answer is to just run the ninja founder in main slot because the ninja founder reduces uni damage from star by like 50 to like 50% or 90% or something like that, and that helps a lot to just do that. And then I would say Omni for the rest of it. That's probably the safest bet for most players in the game. What's up, bro? Keep up the great content. Thank you so much. The Village in Hidden in the Hood. What a name. Yeah, not the 11th spot. Yep, yep. Um, man, I'm really getting pushed to the limit here, huh? Can I solo the new event that just came out? I can see people take like zero damage from Meth and Minerva, and I'm over here taking yeah, yeah. So so the easiest way to take zero damage is to just run the ninja main slot. That's probably your best bet. Man, this guy's a bitch. And I'm out of unis. Maybe I should have held my uni a little bit longer. It is what it is. Getting him down a little bit low though.
like halfway. I think I'll probably end up losing this. I'll probably end up using double percent moves, and I'll, I'll end up, or I'll end up running out of cost. That's another one of my big concerns right now. If my field runs out, I 100% lose. I can't win fast enough. If I run out of cost, I 100% lose. This is a hard match right now. Man, you gotta get a better in-game name. Mahad is not nearly as cool as the village hidden in the hood. I haven't played in so long that I found out they were normal. New quests. Yeah, they added a bunch of new quests. Yeah, not surprising that I lost that. Where's the more getting gems becomes non existent after a while. I agree. So that's one of the hard things about this game is that it used to give you a ton of gems, right? So it used to give you I think even now it still gives you around 600 gems, which is good. It's a good amount of gems. The problem is that the amount of gems per spawn has increased over time. So it's no longer before 600 gems would be more than enough because most spawns would take you like 400 to 500 in order to get the monster. Now it's like 700 to 800 to get the monster. So there's been a bit of inflation for the gem amount that you need in order to get the monster. And they haven't really increased the amount of gems that new players can get. I also don't like that new players don't get a ton of spawns. Like you should be getting like 1500 gems right off the bat to really make a good set. Like you can't even make a good set with the amount of gems that they give you. It's really tragic. I agree that it's a pain in the butt. I'm opinionated. I think that they should change a lot of things about the game, but it is what it is. I I don't think that they'll change. Every couple years they do a revamp on the new gears for new players, and for a while after they do that, it's good. It's good, but it never lasts, and the game's always being updated. So it's one of those things that it's a temporary solution to a permanent problem, and I think that they just need to fix. They need something so that they don't have to go back every couple years and try to fix it. Gotta go. All right, see you later, guys. See you later, the hood, or Mahad or whatever. Yeah, I'll probably stay around for a little bit longer, run some events, and then once I'm out of AP, I think I'll call it. Oh shit! Big smacking. I was amazed too. I didn't know that you could rewatch VODs on YouTube. Apparently, people had been watching my first stream. I think my first stream got a few hundred views, which I thought was incredible. I was like, dang, people not only listened to me, but like watched me for that long. I thought that was incredible. So let me know if you guys like longer form content. I can make a bunch of, I can start streaming more often. We can make Saturdays like a thing. Of course, I am a college student, so sometimes I won't be able to do it, but sometimes I can. You like longer form content? I mean, yeah, I'm down to answer if you guys have like I really enjoy streaming and having you guys here. If you guys like it, then we can do it more often. I know there's a really famous Japanese Unison League streamer, and I like her. I have no idea what she says when she's talking, but she gets like 1K views per stream, and she streams often. And she doesn't always stream Unison League; she streams other things too. So if you want me to stream other things, we can just hang out. I don't know. I pretty much always been like a Unison League only type of guy for YouTube because I just want
to be informational. So we'll have to see. But I could play because I play things like Marvel Rivals and other things like that. But I don't I don't know how much I want to become a. I don't know. It's something I would have to think about for sure. Which would you say should be prioritized? Getting good weapons with good procs or getting good monsters? That is an excellent question. What would you suggest? I think you need two good monsters. I think that you need, once you have two good monsters, you're good. I don't think, because you can only use one unit at a time. Most, uh, most of the time, you can only sorry, my brain farted for a second there. Most of the time you can use the same uni multiple times in the same quest. Some quests prevent that, but most quests don't. And because you can complete almost all of the content in the game with one or two unis, I recommend that most people have two good unis, something that gives you a field, something that gives you really good buffs, and something that gives you crown. You need field or crown, and then something that gives you really good buffs. And once you reach that, once you're there, then you're good. You don't need any other monsters. And for guild battle, you don't need more monsters unless you're filling specifically like a TH niche. For for any other part of the game, you won't be needing a ton of monsters. New players aren't going to be able to do the really difficult content that requires super specific monsters and a really big monster pool. So once you have one or two good monsters, then you're good. And I would recommend focusing on weapon procs and defense procs. People neglect their defense procs. Don't neglect your defense procs. Those are the things that save you. Like I know it sucks. No one wants to spend a bunch of money and not do more damage, but people need to realize that defense procs are oftentimes more important than than offense procs. You know, all of your weapons will give you offense procs, and most of them will be pretty good. I mean, like this is a really old piece of gear, and it still gives me 5XL. You know, 5XL is a good amount, and it gives me 10 costs. This is, you know, so you don't need all of the best offense gear. I think most of the defense gear is where most people go wrong. Like, what the fuck is this Regent's helmet? It's so bad. It's so bad, and there's tons of this type of gear. Like I have a bunch of gear that's just garbage. Guardian, dude, what the fuck is this? It's so awful. Celestial Guardian, even worse. It's like nonstop garbage that makes me want to gag. It's really the defense gear that people gotta spend time on. Ready, go again. Let's see. I like how we increase the cost, which equals higher stats, plus potentially better procs. But do you think we are already going a little too high in cost? That it's becoming too expensive to new players, too high in cost. So this is a really interesting thing to ask. When Unison League first came out, you were only allowed to wear five pieces of gear. So you could only have five weapons, five helms, five armors, and five monsters. That's the way it originally was. And then they made it 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and they stopped at 10. They stopped making more at 10. And I think it's really interesting. Do I think that it is too much for new players? Yes. However, if you're really smart, there are ways to get around it. So you can use gear like the non-elemental gear that is really good for PvE because it applies to everything. And I think that I think that most new players won't really get the whole PvE thing. And I think most of the weekly events are pretty easy. So I don't think it's too difficult. But yes, in order to even compete with most players, you need to be playing the game for about 6 months, which sucks because you need to level up your Xenos gear. you need to accumulate enough monsters that you can even get good stats. You need to accumulate enough defense and offense gear that you can even have good procs and good stats. You're not using old stuff. You need to time to build up your infusion gems so that you can max some of the new stuff that you're getting. So yeah, I think that it is a little bit too much for new players. I think new players should be getting like somewhere between 2,000 to 3,000 gems. That's probably a good place for new players to be right out of the gate in order to catch up with a regular player. But unfortunately, you only get about 600. So yeah, it's very unfortunate. Steama gear. Is it still worth getting Steama gear? Probably not unless you're getting it for damn cheap. It's got to be damn cheap. I mean, keep in mind we're at 45 cost gear right now. So just that alone, we're talking about two orders of magnitude for stats because you're going from 45 to 43 cost. And 43 cost is pretty old at this point, especially for when you're talking about the amount of stats that you're getting from it. If you multiply that by 20, that's a lot of stats. You're talking about uh probably over 500k in stats. So is Steama worth it? Maybe if it was 50 gems, it's probably still worth it. It's still good defense gear. Absolutely still good defense gear. But there's a lot of investment that you would need for it. So I wouldn't recommend spawning it. I would recommend spawning the new orc gear. What's the next collab you want to see in Unison League? I want to see something unbelievable. Like I feel like the last collab that we've had that was a top tier anime, besides like Konosuba, like a really really popular anime was Attack on Titan. And they did a bunch of Attack on Titan events, and I really liked the Attack on Titan events. Even though I'm not a big fan of Attack on Titan, I did like the Attack on Titan events. I would like to see something super popular like that. I'd want to see like One Punch Man. I think that would be awesome. Or I'd want to see something more on the raw side of things, like Mushoku Tensei or Goblin Slayer. Something that's not like a bunch of girls, like a bunch of cute anime girls. Which there are a bunch of collabs where it's like, what the fuck is this collab? Like it's just a bunch of like 5-year-old girls with like triple D's. Just doesn't make any sense. Um, what monster do you recommend for extremely high damage, either for PvP or PvE? The Valk monster that's out right now is excellent for new players. I'd recommend getting one of those. I wouldn't recommend spawning. I wouldn't spend more than 235 gems on that monster. And the reason why is because a lot of the buffs overlap with other monsters, and she doesn't give field or crown, which are both things that new players would benefit from greatly, especially in your basic quests to get the normal quests out of the way. So I would recommend getting one of her, but I wouldn't spawn more because there's a lot more monsters to come for this event. So we'll have to see, and yeah, we'll get there eventually. I think. Collab Hollow Live, a VTuber. Oh, the Steama is in the anniversary spawn tickets. Yeah, if you get it for free, the Steama gear is still amazing. It's the second best gear in the entire game. So I would recommend still using the Steama gear. I would not recommend spawning it because it's not worth gems, but it is worth using. Kaiju number 8 is probably a good candidate for a collab. So I'm not super big on anime, to be honest. I enjoy anime. I'm like an anime connoisseur every couple months, right? Like if I see something and I'm like, oh, that looks good, then I might watch it. But if the first couple episodes aren't good, then I'm like, I'm really out of it. It's not for me, you know? I don't have time wasting to waste on anime that's not good. And I also don't like anime for the sheer fact that most of the time it's not done. Like if I watch an anime and I love it and I'm so excited for it and I'm like, okay, I want more, I want more, I want more. I'm like, I'm a rabid animal and I want this anime, and then I find out that the it's like on permanent hiatus, then that's just the most depressing thing in the world. So I like animes that are basically finished. Like Mushoku Tensei, it was an anime that I watched, and I watched the first season and the second season and the third season and the fourth, and I was like, damn, this is getting better and better and better. It's so fucking good. And I looked it up and it's finished. So I bought the books because I can actually finish the anime. I was like, oh my gosh, finally an anime that's done and I can actually see the entirety of the story because I hate animes that are not finished. It's like honestly, starting an anime that's amazing, that's not finished and will never be finished, in my opinion, is worse than just not even knowing that the anime existed. I'd rather just not watch it. I don't want to get emotionally invested. I don't want anything to do with it. Just give me the full complete anime package or give me nothing. I'm not about that life. It's just too devastating when I fall in love with an anime and find out that it's never going to be finished. All right. I got an axe. I haven't upgraded the axe. Are the Steema weapons worth upgrading? Yes, absolutely. The Steema weapons are worth it for almost 100% of players. And the reason is because you can use them for every single event. They are neutral element. They are non-elemental, which means that they give you two in everything. They give you two in fire, water, wind, light, dark, star, time. They give you two in everything. So you can always use this gear to boost your elemental stats. For free to play players, for new players, they're fantastic. Only for the mega whales is it a bad idea. For everyone else, it is very, very good. Very good. Yeah, any of the neutral gears, fantastic. I really wanted to see a JJK collab, but that'll probably never happen. Yeah, again, never heard of JJK. Don't know what it is. Let's look it up real fast. JJK. Oh, so there was a collab with Jujutsu Kaisen on Summer's War, and I remember when it came out, I was like, "What?" I wasn't playing Summoner's War at the time, but I remember thinking, "What the fuck?" And I never played it. Yeah, I haven't watched. I haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen or Kaisen or yeah. Sorry. I know I just butchered that. Just ignore that. It's fine. I know that I'm not big into anime, so it is what it is. Kill his rival. See. Do you need both event gear to have full refract procs or just one? You only need one, and you don't need to get it to level 6. You can keep it at level 5, and it will do the thing. So you're all good there. And JJK makes so much sense, especially witch domains and things of that nature. So I haven't watched it again, but I will say from the videos that I've seen and the stuff on Kaisen, or I'm just gonna call it JJK. So from the things that I've seen of JJK, I can tell you that there's not enough anime girls for a team to be interested. So we'll probably never get that. All of my guild mates got inner, and I still got nothing. Yeah, I mean, getting free stuff from the spawns is always super nice, but I mean, obviously, it's never guaranteed. So, uh, have you ever read the manhwa The Boxer by J.H.? It's finished, so I can definitely recommend. The Boxer. Let's look it up. The Boxer. JH. I have not. There's only 7 episodes of it? I might I might give that a look see. Is it the animations that people are crazy about? Or like what's sell me on JJK. Why should I watch it? Because I'm in the same boat as I'm in the same boat as A Team sometimes. I can agree with them. Not enough anime titties, not worth watching, right? That's the way. That is the monkai in my head. But I honestly have never seen anything about it, so I don't know. Gumdum. I've never heard of Gumdum before, but I know Gundam. Gundam, Power Ranger, Kamen Rider. I don't know Kamen Rider. I remember Power. Dude, I miss Power Ranger. I used to watch Power Ranger as a kid. Power Ranger used to be like the shit. It used to be so good. I loved Power Ranger as a kid. Just the absolute best. Super Sentai. Dude, you guys are hitting me with way too many names. I don't know. I'm not super big into anime. Super Sentai. Oh. Oh, is that just like one of the Power Ranger things? Yeah. Yeah. My Power Rangers. So I didn't have TV growing up, really. I had we had a TV, but it wasn't connected to anything. So you couldn't go and watch anything except for like there was like a free channel from PBS that would have like breaking news if, like the world was ending. So I basically never watched television as a kid, but I used to be able to go and watch Power Rangers and other things like that at my grandpa's house. And so I watched it a little bit, but I really never watched that much, which is kind of sad. I feel like it's a childhood thing to watch a lot of television, but I played mostly video games, like I played like Super Smash Bros. By myself against against 3 level 9 CPUs, stuff like that. That's what I would do. There's more than 7, but it's on Webtoon as well. Oh, okay, okay. So it's a little bit longer than that. Okay, that's interesting. Kill a Kill, dude. I love Kill a Kill. I remember watching it in high school, and I think everyone thinks that it's just a horny anime, which is why I got into it. But it is pretty good. I don't really remember a whole lot about it. I should probably go back and watch it again. But Kill a Kill was good. Was good. I like the anime, the fight scenes in it, and the story was good too. Like I think the story is something that should be good, but at the same time, I'm okay with watching things like Transformers, just a shitty story, but an absolutely like keeps my mind mentally entertained. If it's got some good scenes or some funny stuff, then I'm okay with watching stupid stuff. Um, oh man, these runes suck ass. Let's see. People like Jujutsu Kaisen due to its compelling mix of engaging plot, dynamic action, and well-developed characters, combining strong for. Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's a good reason to watch any anime. If it's got a good story and it's got good characters, then I'm okay with watching it. Now, I will say there's a limit for me. So, like for example, I remember watching what's the name? I think it's like Fate, the Fate series, the Fate Zero series. Yeah, so I watched Fate, right, when it first came out, and I was like, dude, these fight scenes are so badass, and I liked it. But the more that I learned about the world and the story, where they're like all fighting over a cup, but the cup is supposed to grant you powers like a wish, but then it turns out that the cup is actually just a nuclear bomb. And the more that I learned, like the anime, I don't know, the story was so shit that I stopped watching it, man. I was like, these fight scenes are badass, but it's not badass enough to keep me engaged because the fight scenes are like 2 minutes every 4 episodes. It was bad, man. I know that that's a controversial take. I don't like the Fate series. I think the fight scenes are fucking awesome, but it's just weird. Like I feel like it's just at some point the plot was just not, and I don't get me wrong too, I love the idea of being able to call back characters from the past. What was the name of that guy? Alexander the Great. Dude, Alexander the Great was one of my favorite characters from Fate. He was so fucking badass. And I love that it incorporates like history and characters and like creates compelling, reasons for all the guys. I loved there's so much about Fate that I love, but man, is the main story and why it's like a battle royale, but we're fighting over a bunch of stupid shit. We're fighting over a nuclear bomb. Who can be the last one to survive? I just I like the idea. There's so many things going on that I love, but man, the execution at the end of the day for the Fate series was so disappointing. It made me want to write my own series, like to make my own story and write about the Fate series about how, like basically copy and paste it, but write an actually good story. That's what it made me want to do. Yeah. Yeah, the Fate series was just disappointing to be honest. PBS Kids was the shit. So we didn't have PBS Kids. We had PBS. It was like it wasn't PBS in the sense of like the public broadcasting station for a specific thing. It was like the PBS emergency channel where they would like publish or like they would tell you what's going on in your area and if you needed to take shelter, during a storm, stuff like that. It wasn't like a fun channel to watch, and it was not PBS Kids. I wish it was PBS Kids though. Fate Story is confusing if you know too much. Yeah, I played the Fate game. I thought the Fate game was kind of interesting. You know, it was compelling. I thought that the way that they played was interesting. The reason why I stopped playing the Fate game was just too weird. Like I had to disagree with too much. Phantom of the Opera should not be a fucking trash tier assassin. He should be a fucking top tier like Mega Chad. Like Phantom of the Opera is one of it's just so badass, and it's just so disappointing to see so many of the characters. And the same, like Frankenstein the monster should not be some cute anime girl. That's like a mute. Like no one falls for the cute anime mute girl that also has like a fucking massive butt plug for a weapon. It's just not a compelling character. Frankenstein the Frankenstein monster. First of all, there should have been two, right? Because Frankenstein is not the monster. Frankenstein is the scientist. So they should have had the scientist, which would have been badass. But they also should have had the monster, which would have been badass as well. And the monster should have been like Spartacus, the gladiator from Fate, where he's just like an absolute rabid animal. That would have been way more compelling. So I just disagree. There's just so much about the Fate series that's disappointing, and there's so much gender confusion. Like, bruh, not every character in history needs to be a sexy or a cute anime girl. Give me the fucking Escanor, the 9 foot tall mega Chad with like, 10,000 abs. That's what I want to see. And it's like the Super Saiyan. All the guys, they see that and they're like, hell yeah, that's what I want to be. Give me more of that in Fate. There's so much of this like gender bending, people who are historically like super badass, like tall, muscular men turn out to be like a bunch of anime girls in it. And I get it's Japan, and I also get that people, it's like a thing, but man, it's just disappointing. I want give me Alexander the Great versus Napoleon in the modern day. That would be so badass. Or give me fucking Hitler 1v1ing, you know, JFK. That would be so much. And don't make either of them girls. Make both of them like 9 foot tall mechs. That would be so fucking badass. Yeah. Fate's just disappointing. Fate could have been done so much better. Dude, he's this historical figure and he's dead. It's the first one I came up with. My bad, my bad. I remember Full Metal Alchemist. Dude, Full Metal. I watched Full Metal Alchemist for the first time recently. Actually, it was on Netflix. I watched it. Dude, Full Metal Alchemist is so good. The only thing that's like a little bit confusing to me about Full Metal Alchemist is why are they just letting so they need these guys, right? They need them to sacrifice because they've seen beyond. But then at the same time, they're letting them just run around the country and do whatever they want. So like I get that there's like some things that I get, but at the same time, it's like, bro, if why wouldn't you just lock up, the main guy and his brother? It's so obvious that they're trying to plot against you. And I get that the homunculus have like egos the size of the moon, and they believe that they're invincible and that no humans can fight against them. So I get it, right? It's not that I don't get it. It's just that it's just disappointing to see. Um, it's just disappointing. That's the way I feel about it. I just wish that it was better. Better explained at least. I love the Full Metal Alchemist series. I'm also disappointed that some of the characters didn't end up where they should have been. Like I wish that after what's his name, the guy that went blind that shot fire out of his hand, the fire alchemist. I wish that he had become the Fuhrer. I think that would have been badass. But yeah, there's like a bunch of little things about the Full Metal Alchemist series that I really enjoyed. I loved the northern soldiers. Oh man, I love Full Metal. I just wish that they explained some of the things better. Like why are they letting all of the main characters just run amok? It's still, yeah, yeah, Roy Mustang. Yeah. What a Japanese name. That's such a Japanese way to explain a white person. Mustang. Like, holy shit. I love it. It's like reverse racism. I love Japanese names sometimes when they when they come up. And Japanese people also, it's like for us where we can't tell because the Japanese people know when a Japanese name is for a male or female, but Japanese people don't have the same context for male or female for like the way that we have for English names. So I love when there's like a weird name on a girl or like a super girly name on a guy. Dude, that's hilarious to me. I love it. Uh, it's really, yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Full Metal Alchemist was peak. Honestly, peak. I think everything after full because wasn't Bleach after Full Metal Alchemist? Because I think everything after Full Metal Alchemist was like pretty downhill. Holy shit! I just okay. He doesn't have. They don't have any. They don't have any protections. We're going. This bitch. Probably the seal. The seal's probably the worst. All right. When was Full Metal Alchemist released? And when was Bleach released? When was Bleach released? 2006, 2001. Yeah, yeah. Full Metal Alchemist was before Bleach. At least I think so. Yeah, yeah. Because Bleach was 2004 in Japan. Yeah. Bleach, in my opinion, was so disappointing. I remember watching Bleach. Bleach was the first anime that made me watch the subtitles. Before I was always dub. Even now I'm basically still always dub. Um and it's not because I can't read, it's just because I do other things while I'm watching anime, like I do the dishes. How am I supposed to fucking read? How am I supposed to read subtitles when when I'm washing the dishes? But I'm not even paying attention to the dishes. So I still watch it on dub. But Bleach was the first thing that made me watch made me watch the subs. And man, did I loved Bleach, but then I realized that he would it was just a cycle of him getting destroyed, then him leaving and powering up, then him coming back and winning. And that was like the recycled pattern over and over and over again. And it got to the point where I was like, why am I even watching this anymore? I'm not gaining anything from watching Bleach. It's not a good story. When you're talking about great stories, they have progression that's not always linear. Like the Lord of the Rings, there's non-linear progression in great stories, and I think everyone can agree that the Lord of the Rings is probably one of the greatest stories of all time. And not all of the characters end up in a good place. Not all the characters can power up. And part of the what makes the Lord of the Rings great is that you have regular men fighting against impossible odds. And that's what we want to see. We all love the underdog story. It's about the smallest people in the world, the hobbits, being able to make the biggest change and being able to save humanity. It's not sacrifice. It's not just about power scales. I feel like so many animes, Bleach included, got so obsessed with power scales where it's like, well, I have to make the character even more powerful and more powerful. And now they have to be able to punch a hole through the moon and the sun and destroy the entire universe, but they'll never do that because they're good people. They would never destroy the universe. And like at some point the power scale gets too much and it's like, I think that one of the most compelling characters in any anime that's recently was the bike rider from One Punch Man, the guy who doesn't have any powers, the guy who literally rides on his bike and just helps regular people. I think he is such like I think as a fan too, I think most fans like him as a character. And the reason why is because he's not some overpowered guy. He's a regular dude that is going against impossible odds. And people like that. People find that compelling. I feel like so much of anime is just like, well, how big can my dick become? If I just keep injecting the juice, then it'll become so big that no one can fight me, and then I'm invincible. Yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't know. That's my opinion though on it. Whatever. Sword Art Online. It's one of those things people say don't watch Sword Art, so I never did. That's the beginning and end of Sword Art Online for me. Harry Potter is better than The Lord of the Rings. You will die on that hill. That's fair in some regards. However, I think that if you read the Lord of the Rings book, you would disagree with me. And the reason why is because the because I also don't like the Lord of the Rings the way that they show the Lord of the Rings in the movies because I felt like it was super jarring, right? It felt like we were going from Frodo and being super depressed and not being able to function properly, not being able to walk properly, not being able to exist like a normal human being. We went from like Frodo and Sam and the ring, and then we're jumping to like these epic battle scenes. We're like hell yeah, and then we're like cheering for Aragorn and fucking Legolas to do like do these like 360 no scopes, and so I felt like it was super jarring. But the book is actually very different. So the book ends. The second book ends where Frodo gets captured, and the third book, like Frodo gets captured right in front of Shelob's place, right? And then you don't catch up with Frodo until Like you don't see Frodo again for the entirety of the story until they're at the Black Gate. And then they jump back to Frodo and Sam. And so I think that if you read the book, you'd think that the book is way better than the Harry Potter books. Don't get me wrong though, I do believe that the Harry Potter books are probably some of the greatest books of all time. People say that the Harry Potter books are all about magic, but I would disagree. I would say that every single Harry Potter book is not about magic. It's actually a mystery story. Hear me out. Every single story has its own mystery where they're trying to find something out, right? In the first one, they think that Snape is the bad guy, but it turns out to be somebody else. In the second one, they're trying to figure out who's opening the Chamber of Secrets. In the third one, they're trying to figure out, where is this guy? And when is he coming? Every single book in the Harry Potter series is more like a Sherlock Holmes story. It's more like a mystery story with a bunch of really good characters thrown in than it is a story about magic. And I love the Harry Potter series. I think the Harry Potter series is a fantastic series. It's probably my number one as well. I think I would put Harry Potter above the Lord of the Rings, but I would put the Lord of the Rings above everything else as far as generational impact and overall love. I think that people overall love the Lord of the Rings more than Harry Potter. But I agree with you. You bloody multitask to read and do chores like a true hardcore JK. Yes, I am always multitasking because, as you know, humans are the best at multitasking. We were built to multitask, so I'm really good at it. And as you can see, I'm playing a game and watching advertisements and talking to you guys. Like Dragon Ball Z. So it's really interesting. I have not watched a whole lot of Dragon Ball Z. I know I'm gonna get a bunch of shit for that. I wish that I had seen more Dragon Ball Z, but I feel like I'm at an age now where Dragon Ball Z is probably too childlike for me. And there's also so much Dragon Ball Z. It's the same thing with One Piece. I never watched One Piece, and so because I didn't start watching One Piece, now it feels so intimidating to even try to get into One Piece. Um, because it's like if I start One Piece, then I'll want to finish One Piece, but One Piece isn't finished. And it's got like 5,000 episodes. So I feel like the same thing applies for Dragon Ball Z. I haven't watched Dragon Ball Z, so I'm not 100% sure. Sword Art Online is good if you include the sexual assault scenes. Sexual assault scenes in anime? That's never happened before. What? uh yeah, I don't know. I've heard a lot about Sword Art Online. So my opinion is if because I know that they swapped, right? Originally it was Sword Art Online was it was all about you were in a game world, and if you died, it was dying for real life. So it was basically like being teleported. It was like an isekai. It was like an isekai. We could all agree it was like an isekai. And and then they changed it up, and they're like, well, once you hit level 20 or level 10 or whatever, now you can do whatever you want, and you can die as many times as you want. And to me, that's just not compelling. I feel like that's rewriting in order to add a bunch of stuff. So I personally didn't want to watch Sword Online because I didn't like that swap up. If you're gonna do something, stick with it. Don't fucking pussy out, man. That's the worst. That's the worst. Don't be the guy that pussies out. Just fucking go all in if you're gonna go all in. So that's my opinion, and probably why I won't watch Sword Art Online. But I've heard that it's good. Uh, what are the top three collabs you are most likely to have a rerun? Oh, that are most likely to have a rerun. Oh, that's a great question. Probably. Hmm. Um. We're probably not gonna get. I would be surprised if we didn't get another Overlord collab, and the reason why is because Overlord's super popular in Japan, and it's wrapping up. The Overlord series is done, and they're basically making the last little bits of things to fill in. So I'd be surprised if we didn't see an Overlord collab. um, what else? What else? Oh, I'd be surprised if we didn't see another Konosuba collab. Um, we've had Konosuba collabs in the past before. I think the last one was pretty successful. I think most people liked it. So I think we'll probably end up seeing another Konosuba collab at some point. And then I have to go with the we used to get yearly summer collabs for that what's the name of that anim or that girl that sings and dances but isn't like an anime. She's just like a character from and she's super popular. She's like an idol in Japan, but she doesn't exist. She's like an A or she's not AI, but she you know what I mean? Fuck, what is her name? Famous Japanese singers that are robots. Yeah, Miku. We'll probably get another Hatsune Miku collab. Because we used to get those yearly and they brought it back. So I'd be surprised if we didn't get another one. Yeah, those are my predictions for what would be the three most likely collabs. I want to get another Seven Deadly Sins collab because I've been watching the Seven Deadly Sins and I want Escanor's outfit because I want to dress up as Escanor. But I don't think we'll get another one, which is really sad. Yes, the one with the blue hair, Hatsune Miku. That's exactly the one that I was thinking of. That way you can hear it again. And now I have the last little bit. All right, so once I run out of AP here, I'm gonna call it. So I have what, like another 100 AP. But yeah, I've enjoyed streaming for you guys. I'm surprised that as many people showed up as they did. I we've had a pretty good amount of viewers for quite a long time now. Had more than 10 for like over an hour. Just recently it's starting to dip, so I'll probably call it pretty soon. Oh man, I think I have to ban Juno. I'm actually pretty surprised though. This event is pretty difficult. I'm surprised at how difficult it actually is because generally speaking, these types of events are pretty easy. But I guess they made this one harder, which I'm okay with. I like harder, more difficult stuff, but it is surprising to see just how difficult it is. So we'll have to see if they come out with more events. Usually they come out with some more things where you can fight. So we'll we'll probably get something in the second or third week because this 11th anniversary is going to be around for a while. How's college and your mental? Um, it's interesting. So I can just talk about my exams. So right now I'm in Orgo and I an 87% in the class is considered an A, and I got an 87 on the first exam. And then the second exam just absolutely destroyed everyone. The average for the second exam was like 50%, and I got a 72. I was in the top 6 for that, and that really destroyed me. And there was a bunch of things going on. I had a bunch of labs going on and a bunch of other things going on, and like my like I was like pretty mentally checked out and destroyed. I was mentally exhausted. But now I feel much better. After the third exam, I know because I asked my teacher after the exam, I know that I only missed one problem on the free response or on the multiple choice. So there's a high likelihood that I got in the 90s for this third exam, which if I did would be fucking awesome, and I would be super excited. But other than that, my classes are going pretty well. I mean, I'm in college. I have a lot of labs. I have three labs that just wrapped up, so I have a bunch of papers due. I have like four physics papers due, and instead of doing them, I am talking to you guys. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of things that I still have to do, and school is still stressful, but yeah, it's fine. I I wake up every day, and I just feel like I gotta do what I gotta do, and that's what it is. But we'll get there. We'll get there at the end. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for asking. I don't want to, I don't want to just like put people down and say like, ah, I'm having a horrible time and blah 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 blah. Um, I think for the most part, I think I'm mentally pretty good. I it's been a little bit physically taxing because I'm just sick. So I feel like by the end of the day, it feels like somebody's punched me in the face. Like my sinuses are just incredibly tense. Like they feel like they're filled to the brim, and so like some things are just physically exhausting right now. But I think it'll get better. I feel better than I did yesterday, so that's good. And I'm sure I'll come out of it the other end. But next week, I'm super excited because I only have Monday classes. So I have no more labs. So I don't have to go to school on Tuesday and Thursday anymore. And next week, I only have Monday, and then I have no classes Tuesday, and so then I have a whole week. And I think we're traveling. I'm gonna see some family, so that'll be nice. My sister has children. So I have two sisters. One of them just gave birth to a baby girl like 6 months ago. I say just, but like, 6 months ago. And the other one gave birth. Her kid is now like 2 years old, 3 years old, something like that. So we'll see a bunch of kids. I guess I'll see a bunch of kids. So that'll be interesting. I like children. I don't like babies. Babies are gross. They have snot, they throw up, they whine, they cry, and they don't contribute at all. It's like if you try to talk to them, you're like, "What's wrong?" They just cry, and it's just the worst. Babies suck, but children are great. I used to be a camp counselor. I love hanging out with kids. That sounded weird. No, I'm kidding. No, I feel like a kid at heart, and so when I get to run around and have fun with kids, I have a lot of fun. And you get when you spend time with kids, you get to do a bunch of things that you don't normally get to do. Like if you get to run around, and like most people, for example, don't go and enjoy, for example, a water park, right? But if you're with kids, then it's like, oh, we can go to the water park, and it's you get to do things that you don't normally get to do. So I love spending time with kids. I think that they're great. I used to teach English to kids in Korea. So it used to be like my job as well. And I enjoy it. I enjoy spending time with kids. They're also super creative. They can look at like a weird shape, and they're like, oh, it's a dolphin. And in my head, I don't see anything, right? And it's so I love spending time with kids because they're so interesting. I also like spending time with kids because you never know what they're gonna say. They're so honest. They're so true. They'll just straight up tell you to your face if you're a fat fuck or if you like, if you are stuffing your face or if you're being ugly, they'll just straight up tell you. I love kids, man. They're just so real. Like when I was growing up, it was my wish every year to stay a kid as long as possible because all of the adults told me, you're so grateful to be you should be so grateful to be a kid. Cherish these moments because you won't be a kid forever. And I'll never forget that. Every year for Christmas, I always ask Santa to be a kid one more year. I love, there's childlike joy is I think my it's so infectious. It's so fun. Yeah, yeah. It's one of those things, So we'll see, because there's gonna be some kids ish. They're like old enough that they can talk a little bit. So we'll see if it's a fun experience. But I haven't been to a Thanksgiving in a couple years now, actually. So it'll be weird. What do people eat at Thanksgiving? It's like stuffing is the only thing, and turkey is like the only thing that I can think that of people eating at Thanksgiving. Um, so it'll be interesting. I haven't because I've been eating. My wife cooks most of the time, and she's Korean, so we eat a lot of Korean food. I love Korean food. I haven't had like when she asked me what is American food, I'm like, I don't know, hamburgers and chips, like French fries. I don't know. America doesn't really have a lot of like American authentic food, so it's one of those things that I enjoy. It'll be interesting because I haven't had like authentic American food for a while now. All right, I'm out of cost. I can't really do anything else. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. I'll leave in. We'll call it like 3 minutes. I'll leave at 7:55. So if you guys have any last minute questions or things that you want to say or anything like that, let me know, and I can I can answer anything else. Any other questions you have or anything? So yeah, but yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's crazy that the year is basically over. I still can't get over that. I don't know what happened in 2025, but it's basic. Holy shit! I just got one shot. Yeah, I lost. Yeah. 2025 though has gone by like a bullet. I feel like I blinked and it was gone. I don't even remember the beginning of the year, to be honest. And I felt like summer vacation also was, which by the way, it's so sad. Being an adult, I've gone without summer vacation before. Having to work like 95% of the year just sucks. I'm not looking forward to that. I want to keep my summer vacations as long as I can. Uh, Thank you, thank you. Uh, do you think there will ever be a way to get past gear besides the collab returning? Nope, because A Team capitalizes on FOMO, and they're FOMO experts. So the unfortunate truth is that you'll never see it. You'll never see it unless it comes back as a collab. Yeah, that's the answer. So sucks to suck, but really they intentionally make it so that make it that way. Now, I think that it's actually a bad thing. It's really interesting. I think that most people will benefit from actually buying an old person's account, which by the way, I don't recommend doing. I don't recommend buying an old person's account. Okay, okay, okay. So let me back up. When you log into Unison League, it saves app data on your phone so that when you log in again later, it'll ask you, oh, hey, we recognize that you have already logged in before. Would you just like to log in? And so a lot of people will just be like, oh, yeah, let me just log in. What people don't realize is that if you buy somebody else's account, even if you change the official, like even if you do disconnect it from the 18 thing, you do it and it's on yours, it won't log out anyone else. And it also won't remove people from doing from using an old phone to log in to your account. And so just keep it in mind that people can, I've heard of horror stories where people have purchased $1,000 account and then had it ruined by somebody because they passed it around. Never, ever, ever give out your account information, because if you give out your account information to one person, what they can do is they can open up on BlueStacks and they'll have a permanent, they can have it permanently on their computer. And if you ever get in a beef with them, they can log into your account and delete it. And if you go to a team and you ask them, hey, please, blah, 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 like get my stuff back, somebody else did it, they'll ask you for proof. And if you can't prove that you have owned the account the entire time, which means that you have to show them receipts for every single purchase on the account, they will assume that the account is sold and they will not do anything for you. So never, ever, ever give you out your account. And I don't recommend people buying accounts, but I do know a lot of people who have sold accounts, and I used to sell accounts in this game, and I used to never log back into the accounts. I used to delete them fully. So I'm one of the good people, at least. Obviously I can say that now, hindsight 2020, but I was never a malicious person that way. However, with that being said, I think most people would benefit from buying old accounts because you get a huge boost to the Xeno stuff, like you're way ahead, but also you get access to a bunch of really old, cool collab gear stuff. Like there's a lot of really cool collab gear stuff. Like for example, this outfit from Overlords is one of my favorites. But if you weren't around for the Overlord event, you don't have access to any of the stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, it'll never come back. Does putting your gear to level 7 do move the activation rate up 1? There's a lot of debate as to what level 7 does. The simple answer is nobody knows, and if somebody tells you that they know, they're lying, because nobody knows. What we believe is that what we do know is that it does improve some things. So, for example, for specific types of gear, it'll improve the quality of the gear. So, for example, this stuff, if I can find it. Where are you? Okay, there you are. Unity down reduction stuff. Getting this to level 7 does improve it. It improves it, and it increases it even more. However, with that being said, it is uncertain because A team is really inconsistent. It is unclear whether or not that applies to everything, or if it just applies to this, or it applies to only constant gears, what it does. Also, this has no proc rate, so you can't really tell. But anyone who says that they know is lying to you. The simple answer is nobody knows. However, we do know some things. So for some instances and some pieces of gear, getting them to level 7 does drastically affect the gear. But I would always recommend getting things to level 7 if you can, because you never know. It might save your life in something like Coliseum or Guild Battle. FOMO keeps their game alive for over a decade now. Yeah, pretty much. FOMO is what they have been riding on for a long time. And don't get me wrong, I have fallen prey to FOMO too. I think it's a fine tool to use. I just don't think that it's good for children, because it creates bad incentives. It teaches children that they should be spending money now because it'll be gone forever. And I don't like the idea that children are exposed to that, to FOMO. But I do agree that I think FOMO is fine for adults. I think if you're an adult, you should absolutely be allowed to be abused by FOMO, especially if you're willing to play the game. But I don't like that children get exposed to FOMO. That's my only gripe with Unith League's FOMO. So, all right, I'll call it at 8. This will be like the last little bit. At this point, there might be another Coliseum up. 2 hours? Yeah, no, I'm not gonna wait for that. Yes. All right. Well, I just wanted to say thank you for everyone who came out today. Thank you guys. Again, I can't do anything without you guys. You're everything for this. I would just be a regular guy. I feel like I'm not special. I feel like anyone can do what I do. So I am very grateful for you guys. Is Regent Armor a good armor proc for PvP? Nope. Don't upgrade it. It's not worth your stuff. That's simple as that. However, slight aside, if you have to choose to equip Regent or something like something like this, Guardian is way worse than Regent. You should always use Regent because it's going to be way better. But it is not a good piece of gear. The best defense gear right now is the Orc gear, followed by the Eternity procs, followed by null procs. So anything that gives you something like this that does nullification and does ability power reduction. Those are the best defense procs in the game right now. Alrighty. Well, again, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming out. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hopefully, I'll do another one at some point. We can play some more PvP, or maybe we can do Mobius next time. I can talk about that. And yeah, I will catch you guys later.